Hello and welcome back to the After School podcast. Last episode, we didn't do one last week because I couldn't get my mic to work and stuff like that, and that happened. But there are still comments that need to be answered. I know we got one last week. I'm pulling them up right now.
I'm gonna let you do that because I can't remember comments. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm on the mic.
You know what? Let's pause it already. We're gonna pause it. Should we pause it?
Oh no, I've already got it.
Okay.
I've
I
already
was
got
about
them.
to say I could just pause it until you get it up until Mark Allen gets back.
No.
If you
Okay,
hear
so
meowing in the background, I don't think you can, but if you hear meowing in the background, I'm sorry. I got a new cat. His name is Bastet. Let's continue.
yeah, we can talk about him more later.
Her.
Her. My bad, I'm sorry. Here's a question. What's worse, a boomer or a zoomer? Explain. Well, Freaky Friday 2 Necrophilia Boogaloo. Um, I think boomers are worse because they polluted our
Yeah. The planet's dying.
atmosphere.
The actors. What is it?
Entire ecosystems
Ecosystems are
are
collapsing.
How
uh,
dare you?
yeah. How dare you? God.
Okay. Yeah, that was. And also, they wanted a loop of Jardo and Dio in text to speech
Did
on a loop.
you
They're
say
the fight.
And of course,
you
my
mean
mom wants me
Jotaro?
to take care of the dog.
Jotaro, my bad. I'm uncultured when it comes to
Yeah.
JoJo.
Okay, but
So
you want me to bring back a memory like real fast?
go ahead.
Hi, I'm Carl Azul with what's it called? I don't know. Student News. You remember? Did you ever watch Student News?
Oh my god.
Carl Azus.
It is.
Oh, was it Azus? I thought it was Azul.
Yeah, I think. Dude, I
Sorry,
missed
I just
it.
had this on the mic.
Actually, after this, I'm gonna watch it at the latest episode.
We should watch one on the podcast.
I wonder if that'd get copyrighted. Probably.
Definitely,
No, it's
actually.
news.
That wouldn't make any money. So
Would it?
Wilt Nene.
We don't make any money
Um,
anyway.
no. Uh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's the reason I haven't been hearing of anything of North Korea lately. Because that's the only news form I watched was the student news. Dude, I would get so upset when our teacher wouldn't let us watch it.
I know. I got so
The
angry.
whole class gets
We just
triggered.
all like we all pouted.
I'm gonna turn you
Yeah.
down, Luke. Your mic's pretty loud, and it'd be easier if I just turned you down.
Alright.
You know what's stupid?
Speak.
My mom
What?
tried to bribe
There
me
you go.
into taking care of the dog. She's like, "Okay, I brought you McDonald's, and also, yeah, you got to take care of the dog." After I've taken care of it for 2
I would take that. I would take that deal. I'd be like, heck yeah.
Go get me a McFlurry.
But
If you don't eat
Yeah.
M&M McFlurries, you're a tool. That's all I have to say.
I've never actually tried one
You're a
before. I
tool.
need one. I need to try one.
I like Wendy's better. The
Wendy's
McFlurry.
is Wendy's like hamburgers are better than McDonald's, but McDonald's McFlurries are better than Wendy's
McDonald's
Frosties.
fries are better than any fry you can ever taste. Well, except Zaxby's.
Fucking Burger
Guys,
King's, dude.
what-
Burger King's fries are so good simply because of the amount of potato in the fry. There's so much potato in that fry. It's unreal. It's delicious.
I'm the other way around. I like less potato. I like
Yeah.
just enough. Just a medium.
Most
Like
people
it
say
right.
that they like the crunch more than the like potato-y part. I was talking in class about it, and everyone was like, "You're disgusting. Give me all your money." But Dr. Phil, yeah, I was talking to Dr. Phil, and he said that.
I'm gonna kill you. Give me $200.
Do you remember?
Do you-
Sorry, go ahead.
Good.
Do you remember
Already
whatever
forgot.
me and you played, like, quote unquote Hunger Games on our Xbox 360 Minecraft?
Yeah.
And then we would, Mark Allen, you weren't even in our friend group at that time.
No, I know.
But,
I remember you
Me and you would, like, spend, like, 15 minutes enchanting weapons and armor, and we'd give them literally every enchantment in the game. We'd go into
Yeah.
creative. I
Yeah.
think about that a lot.
I remember, like a long time ago, when when uh, when I had a world and you joined, and I gave you moderator because you wanted to TP to me, and you got on creative and like spawned yourself in stuff, and I killed you, and I was so mad at you. Dude, that was back when old 360 days when all we played was Minecraft because that's
Yeah,
all I had.
dude, I remember playing Black Ops 2 on my Xbox 360. Black Ops
I
2
never really
GTA.
got into Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
You played GTA with me one or a couple times on Xbox 360, right? Or did you get it once you got
Yeah.
an Xbox One?
No, I got it on 360 and one.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm gonna go grab ketchup. Be right back.
Uh,
I remember playing like Fallout with my dad. We have played like Fallout 4 on my Xbox. No, it might have
Wow,
been
have
my
you
that's
ever
Xbox
played
2.
awesome.
Fallout
I
before?
mean, Xbox 360. Mark Allen, I beat you in the race to see who could beat Fallout 76 first.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I beat Fallout 76 before the Fallout Boy did. That's a nice. Nice.
Who's Fallout Boy? Is that a YouTuber or something?
No, it's the band. It's a band.
Yeah, I was either thinking of the guy or the band. Okay, I'm gonna go grab
The
ketchup.
guy? Me? I'm the Fallout Boy. I'm the one who games.
Fallout.
We should talk about
Fallout.
like, dude, Fallout's on VR, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, it's either Fallout or Skyrim, and I think it might be both. Hold on, I got my phone in front of me.
I thought Skyrim. Wait, isn't Skyrim like 3D and first person? Or not 3D.
It can be both. Yeah, there it is. Wait, yeah, there's a Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim VR, and then I think Fallout has a VR. It's Fallout New Vegas, and it's awful, but I still would recommend getting it. No, it's Fallout 4.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, after I said it's a nightmare. Yeah,
Yeah.
after this, after you listen to the podcast, look up Fallout 4 VR is an absolute nightmare. This is why. I watched that video on it. God, it looked terrible.
Yeah. But Fallout 76 had a good like. That was a good
It
like.
was fun to play.
Yeah, except like I don't know. I really don't know what happened to Fallout 76, in my opinion, because I never really did the story. I actually know. I would have kept doing the story, but I got a glitch where I could not kill Evan.
Oh
Like
yeah,
there
that's
was a,
right.
if you haven't played Fallout 76,
Very quietly.
You have to
like
go kill a ghoul, and then he like every time Luke walked in the room to kill him, he was
Mom
dead
doesn't love.
instantly, and it
yeah,
didn't
shut
count.
up. Yeah, Mark Allen walks in the room very quietly. I'm going to walk in my room.
Mark Allen, like before the podcast started, Mark Allen was like, "All right, but before we start, I gotta get a drink," and then we were like, "Okay." Like 10 minutes later, he joins the call, and we're like, "Okay, let's start." And he's like, "Hold up, I gotta go get a drink," and we just. How do you forget the one thing that you planned on doing? How do you forget to do the one thing?
How many times have you
So
forgotten where your phone was and you had it in your hand or something? You were looking for something and you had it
not
in
a
your
lot
hand.
actually.
I've
I
probably done
really
that
think
once
I've
with
done that.
glasses, but I don't think I've ever done that before. It might have
I've
been in
done
my
it like
pocket, but it
three
wasn't in my
times in my
hand.
entire life.
I remember like for some reason I have a memory of like when I was in kindergarten. Like I thought it was really cool to put like the pencil behind your ear, and we started on something, and I was like, oh, "Where's my pencil?" And I, uh, I guess I realized it was in my ear, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And yeah, everything was great. I remember one time in can we talk about kindergarten? I have a
I
lot of
don't
memories from
remember. I
kindergarten.
do not remember anything from
Really?
like sixth grade down. I don't even remember seventh grade that much.
I have a memory from kindergarten where like I brought my DS to school. This is back when 3DS was like hip and popular. I brought my 3DS to school, and like there was a drawing assignment, and you had to draw something, and I got in trouble because I wasn't drawing, and I got my DS taken away, and I was a sad boy.
What? Why would you get your DS taken away? You know what? I'm not even gonna
Probably
ask
after
that. Our
I
school.
don't even
freaking
know.
kindergarten teacher was
I
retarded.
it was Oh yeah, I remember cutting things like flowers was so hard to me. Like I could not understand it. Like I'd start cutting the inside of it, just going around the middle part where all the pollen is. And
What?
I don't know, like
You
it was
cut
so hard.
flowers? Who cuts flowers?
I don't know, but I mean, I guess it was like a copy, like a no, not copy paste, cut and paste. Uh, prod, I don't know, whatever kindergartners do.
Leaf.
That's some good memories from when I was retarded.
I remember one time during nap time in kindergarten, uh, being the idiot I am, I was like, let's think of words that rhyme with mail, and then I said hail. You know, the thing that falls from the sky and everyone
Yeah.
freaked out. I remember that, and I'll never forget it.
You
Yeah.
said
You cursed.
you
You
said
cursed. And I was like, no, I didn't. And at the time, my aunt, I don't know, somebody related to me was our teacher, so I just called her KK. And I was like, KK, I didn't say that. She was like, yeah, you did. I was like, okay. So I'll never forget that time. KK, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt you are, I'm still mad at you for giving me that red card in kindergarten.
You got a red card from saying hail,
Mm-hmm.
bruh. I was. Oh, I just had one. I remember in nap time, I actually lost a tooth. Not during nap time, but it's before it. So I put my tooth under my pillow, and I woke up and it wasn't gone, and I was disappointed.
You have to do it at your house.
Yeah, I know, but I was still disappointed because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get some money early. I remember you telling me that you got like $30 from the tooth fairy. I was like,
Yeah, my parents gave me unreal amounts of money for the tooth fairy for some reason. And we're
I
not
was
even
so
like a
jealous.
wealthy or well-off family. It's just they gave me
Money.
real, like, ridiculous amounts of money.
I got like $10. Yeah, it was $10.
Dude, every time I like see Mark Allen with his headphones, Jesus Christ, your
What?
headphones are a disaster.
Wait, where? Where do you see that?
Every time I get his like headphones, uh, or not even get them. I don't use his headphones. I don't want gross ears. Every
Oh,
time I like see them, they are so twisted up. I have to fix them every time I see them, just because how
Oh,
triggered I get.
earbuds. I thought you. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
well, yeah,
surprised how
earbuds.
ADHD Mark Allen is. I'm surprised they're always not like tangled at all.
Yeah,
You'd think you would, but I mean, I guess it
That's
doesn't.
OCD, not ADHD.
No, well, I mean, you fidget with stuff, so I kind of figured you'd fidget with that.
yeah. I didn't see where you were going with that, to be honest. I just kind of agreed with you to agree with you.
Well, no, like usually, people fidget with stuff, and like if you fidget with it, usually, like I don't know, man.
I'm
I
better
don't.
than most of the people with ADD or ADHD in our class because I don't even take my meds.
I didn't know people in your class had ADHD, Mark Allen.
Are you really? Oh yeah, I guess you don't really talk to them.
Well, no,
I
they just don't act as bad as Mark Allen does.
I was absent
well,
in our math class yesterday, and I didn't get to see the cat that Miss
yeah, because she made up my girl.
what do we call her? Miss uh Gargamel.
Didn't we say the cat could stay
Nice.
the room? I don't think I don't think they would care.
I was absent from Miss Gargamel's class, and I didn't get to see the cat. And apparently, they did something like really bad, and we can't have the cat in our class, or at least we
What?
didn't today.
Mark Allen, what'd y'all do to the cat?
I don't know. What
Okay,
did,
I'm gonna say his name because I really don't care.
Yeah,
Henry, because
oh, okay.
yeah, he picked it up by the front paws, and I'm like,
are you retarded? Is he
Oh my
retarded?
God, who
he
does
is
that?
retarded. Well, I mean, not physically by the front paws, but like he picked it up to where its entire body except its head was dangling, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Bruh.
And then he sits down with it, and then he just lets it hang, and it's about to fall down. I mean, it probably would have landed on its legs because that's a thing, but still.
I just remembered something. I used to get my cats and hang them upside down and drop them
Oh my
to
God.
see if they would land somewhere. And they always
That's a
did.
fun. Uh,
I don't know if I
I
should say
never
this, but
believed
I've
that.
definitely told the story more than once to like real friends. But
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna tell a different story because I don't know if I should say that. One time, at my dad's, we have a swimming pool there and a diving board. I was sitting on the diving board and we had a
Mhm.
gray cat and it was named Shop Cat. You know Shop Cat.
Mhm.
Uh,
Everything. Cat.
yeah, everybody loved Shop Cat. I don't know what happened to Shop Cat. I wasn't told that he ran away or that he died. He just kind of disappeared. But he just started kind of growling, or not growling, hissing at something, and Dad was like, "Just stay there, okay? Don't move." And I was like, "Okay." So I just stood still, and Dad came outside with a hoe, and he just hit the ground really hard. I was like, "What did you do that for?" And he was like, "Oh, it was a snake behind you." I was like, "Okay, thanks for telling me."
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
What? It was probably just like a water snake, but still, dude.
yeah. He was like, "Oh, it was a grass snake, but I didn't want you to freak out." And I was like, "Well, thanks for
Oh,
that,
it was
but
a
you could have
grass snake.
It probably wasn't. No, it was a chicken snake,
Oh,
so that's not as bad, but still."
I want to see a corn snake in the wild. I've never actually seen a corn snake. I've seen a rat snake, a garter snake, and like water moccasins and all that stuff. But I've never actually seen a corn snake out in the wild.
Dude,
Those are
Miss,
what I used to
you
call
know what? Screw it. One of our science teacher, she has so many snakes, and every time we go into her class, we're like, "Hey, can we hold your snakes?" She's like, "No." But
Oh,
why?
I remember at
She's like, "Well, I
PE.
held them yesterday." What?
Huh.
Dude,
I
I
used to
looked in her
love
room. Me and Mark Allen, we went into Miss Mayfield's to study for a little for something, and uh, like after sixth period, yeah, sixth period, I looked in Miss Cook's class, and she had people in there, and I got really jealous because it was like five people. I'm not gonna say names because you know why, but and they were holding the cat, and I was so jealous.
Was I in there? Because I don't think I was.
No, no, you weren't.
no, no, you were.
You were in outside.
Oh yeah, we had to paint the football field.
Y'all painted the football field.
Yeah, we spray painted it.
As I said,
But like our
child labor.
it wasn't child labor; it was volunteer work.
That was forced.
Did you actually volunteer though?
If we didn't want to do it, we could just sit down. And besides,
Okay.
I'd rather do that than do schoolwork. We painted Tallulah. I don't care. Who cares? And then our mascot on the other side.
Yeah, there's so many Tallulahs in the United States. I meant Canada.
Oh, man, we're dead. Luke, you're dead.
Okay, we're
You're
dead.
going to die.
What? Tell me
Yeah, we're totally not from Europe or anything.
totally not.
What?
We're just really good at nailing American accents.
Yeah, I'm actually from America. Do you know
X.
that?
Alright. So, uh, you know what? Yeah, you probably don't mind. Luke, you got a new toy, huh?
Yeah, I got a new toy. It vibrates a lot. You
Yeah.
know.
Your mom
Hmm.
asked if she could borrow it. I heard a while ago before we started the podcast. Your mom was like, "Hey, can I borrow it?" And you were like, "No." Which honestly, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't let my mom borrow it, but it's kind of
No,
rude.
I would let her look
actually,
at it, but I don't
I
think.
actually have I got a VR.
Hmm.
Uh,
A Vive,
yeah,
HTC
and
Vive.
that's how I have to record my audio because it messed up all my audio stuff, and I don't know how to get it back. So right now I have my Vive over my eyes, and I have to just talk like that. So yeah, it's pretty comfortable too. Like, it sees black. I can like literally just close my eyes. It's kind of relaxing. But I'm just gonna. I don't care. I'm gonna lean back in my chair. Oh, can your chair do this? Nice.
Let's talk about the
Um.
VR like upsides and downsides.
Okay. So
Like,
definitely a downside is the like for me. I have a decent computer, a gaming computer, but it's definitely not top quality.
oh
Um,
yeah, you're
and
right. I know
barely
where you're going with
handle
this.
it can barely handle it can handle it, but it's very jumpy. Like VR chat, it doesn't do this for like Pavlov or something like that. It only does it for VR chat for some reason, and it makes me really dizzy. And yeah, makes
Probably because of
it's
like all the things that you can enter through that go to like different worlds and
yeah probably.
rooms.
But like when I started it up, I don't even have any of that stuff downloaded.
Also, some of the horror maps don't load in. But I think definitely another downside is like if you really enjoy the game that you're playing, you so easily lose track of time.
Yeah, I did.
That's the candy. We're gonna be on a float tomorrow. Listen to this candy.
Yes. What kind do you have?
Reese's and Hershey's. We're gonna be able to peg people, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna sit on the candy so it'll melt. And then whenever they try to open it up, it's just gonna melt all over them.
Luke, you
I'm
still
gonna get
going?
my own kind of candy. I'm gonna get like sweet tarts, some nerds. I'm gonna go ask my mom after the podcast if we can go get some
Bro, I'm
candy.
probably just gonna
I
get
ain't throwing that
like
crap.
healthy
I'm gonna eat
Cheetos.
all that.
Okay.
We're gonna be in a deer stand anyway. It's not
Yeah, but
like
it
we can
doesn't
just
have. You know, like how blinds have like screen.
yeah.
Well, it doesn't have the screen on it. Everybody can see us freely.
All right.
Okay.
Um yeah, but if I don't feel like throwing candy or anything and I have my phone, I'm just gonna duck down and look at some memes.
Yeah, same here. Uh, but the upsides to it, I can easily tell you what the upsides are. I had mitral valve relapse, I think. It's something with my heart. But before I had the VR, like I was sitting down all day. If you're thinking about getting a VR, I highly recommend it, especially if you want to get more fit. And if you have plenty of money, there's a treadmill that you can get. The instead of like pressing a button to move, you can actually move or run.
That would be so much fun.
I know, but I'd get worn out so fast.
Hmm.
But anyway, before I had the VR, I was always sitting down. And whenever I went to the heart doctor, they were like, you need to start working out more, you need to start walking more. And I was like, okay. And that was about the time that, our science teacher did PE, so we just walked every day with her. And they were like, you still need to work out more. Because, like, an hour a day of walking, no, it was more like 20 minutes of walking. That's not
Hmm.
really that good for you. Or
No.
it's good for you, but it's not good enough for your heart. And I was like, okay. So over the summer and like even still into the school year, like I was playing on it during the summer 17 hours a day, and during the school year like 6 hours a day. Yeah,
I
probably like
can't
8 hours a
I
day.
can't play on it 17 hours a day yet because my eyes haven't really adjusted to the pixels.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I'll end up focusing on the each individual pixel and it gives me a headache. So
yeah.
I can probably go like 3 hours max right now. I haven't had it very long. Um, yeah, n- dude, I was going with this somewhere and it's gone. Yeah, it went out the window. I forgot.
But after I like spent all that time on it, I went back to the heart doctor and they were like, it looks great. Everything's like, it's so good, it's almost gone away. So I've been trying to play on VR more since Luke got his VR.
That's pretty
And
cool.
mainly Wii Sports. Like that's mainly what I've been playing. Just like I've been fighting Matt, and I still haven't won. Like almost 3 years of like 17-hour a day playing, and it's just still can't beat him, dude. It's
That
insane.
freaking mad guy. Man, what a
I've
fuck.
been training though. I've been training. I'll beat him one day.
Matt, you freaking. Anyway, so if you are planning on getting a Vive, I would definitely recommend getting. I meant not Vive, VR. If you are thinking about getting a VR, I definitely recommend getting a Vive.
Yeah, I've tried
If
both.
you
I don't
if
like
you
the
want
Oculus that much.
like yeah, the Oculus, it's wireless. You can play pretty much anywhere, but it's
It can be wireless. Oculus Quest is wireless. The regular Oculus, just VR headset, isn't.
well, yeah, the Oculus Quest is wireless, but it's not. Uh, I don't know. Just something about wireless stuff is a lot of delay.
Yeah, that's why I don't like wireless, like Xbox controllers or wireless mouses. Everything I have is
Yeah.
wired.
I have a wireless headset that you just charge, but that's about it.
Oh yeah. Well, like still with that, you gotta charge it, and I don't wanna.
Yeah,
Since I have full
but
body tracking for VR, like every outlet in my room is taken up. Like I gotta charge the hand trackers, I gotta charge the hip tracker and the two leg trackers, and then I have to charge the cameras, or not charge them, but I have to have them plugged in.
yeah, when I first got my VR, it was actually a pain to get the sensors up because we did. I don't have a beam in my wall like where I wanted the sensor. And at first, my dad didn't think it would like work, but it ended up working out.
Your parents are
So
skeptical of everything. What were they skeptical of the other day?
uh
No, it might have been something else actually. No, it was Dab's dad, Dab, Dab's parents. Uh, I have an old phone, and he was like, "Hey, I'll buy that phone off you for $60, and then I'll just since it's broken, like I don't think it being cheap is too bad." And I was like, "Okay, I need any amount of money I can get, so right now I'll just take it." And he was like, "Hey, my parents are really skeptical of me getting that phone, so if it doesn't work, will you just give me the money back?" And I was like, "Sure." So, Dab, if
bro,
you're
that's a
listening to
big
this, your parents are the biggest butt stallions.
But still.
they're poopy butts. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
You're gonna make the man cry, dude.
I know. I'm sorry. Um, we were Mark Allen was like talking about like if he got a VR, he wouldn't tell his mom because I don't know how he
I
would
wouldn't
like
let her
hide the
look at it.
shipping stuff.
I wouldn't let her look at it, or I
Yeah, he was gonna say that the Vive was just like a sleeping mask.
With wires
I
and
knew that wasn't
lights
gonna work, but
and lenses and a camera on it.
Just having to screw sensors into the wall.
Yeah.
and it's
It
hooked up to
was,
a computer. Well, I mean, it plays TV and it has a timer, so it turns off every like 20.
Hmm? What?
Yeah, I know. I'm just making a stupid funny pop up, and I found a village. I'm gonna look up on my phone.
I thought you weren't supposed to be playing any games because that would happen.
Yeah,
And
we
You were playing Minecraft earlier.
yeah,
earlier.
before we started.
Keyword earlier, and also before we started.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't really contributed anything. So anything you want to talk about, McKellen?
I can't eat anything because my braces were tightened.
That's a F.
I'm gonna play a sad song on the world's smallest violin. I still can't believe you said that. Someone was like, "Yeah, someone I know died," and you were like, "Oh, let me play the sad song on the world's smallest violin."
No, no, I said let me press F on the world's smallest keyboard.
Oh yeah, that's what you said.
It was dab. It was like somebody
God.
they. It was somebody their parents knew.
Yeah.
You didn't really know them though. That's
So
why
I
I
can't
said
believe
it.
you said that. Let me press F on the world's smallest keyboard.
Boo-hoo.
uh, I mean, I didn't mean it. Obviously, it was just a joke. But
Mhm.
yeah,
It's fucking outrageous.
I love that meme so much.
But we've been playing so much Overwatch recently.
Hmm.
Like, I'm level 160, and like, whenever we first started, I was level like 110. Or like, whenever we restarted back into it.
I thought you didn't have a star. I thought you were like level 56.
No, what? I'm level like 166.
Oh,
Also,
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna flex real hard. I bought a Genji skin and a Symmetra skin that are worth $50. It's with the
Oh,
BlizzCon. You can buy a virtual
mm,
ticket and just get the skins. So that's exactly what I did.
Speaking of con, when are we going to the next anime con?
I don't know, probably whenever it
whenever,
happens.
yeah,
But
it's a
while
lot
we're,
of people, isn't it?
I don't know. We're gonna get off topic before I can get to my point. But
Uh,
we since we've been playing so much Overwatch, we've been playing a lot of comp, getting a lot of comp points, and I finally got my first gold guns after like 130 levels, and I got them for Lucio.
nice.
And
GG, boy.
I think now that I've gotten Lucio's golden guns and 25 hours on them, I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna go to Ana. They
Oh.
are the opposite, like polar opposites, but I can still play Ana pretty good because my aim isn't that bad.
Yeah, Anna's a really fun player to play.
If you know how to use your antis, like, well, like if a Moira's ulting or a Zen's ulting, boom, RB. Or
Mm-hmm.
E, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, guys, Spooktober is here.
hmm
It's finally Spooktober.
What was that thing that, like, someone edited Donald Trump to tweet out and it says, it's Cocktober, send this to all your biggest Halloween sluts or whatever?
All the dead memes are getting resurrected
Oh,
with
yep, here
the
it is.
Habacha.
It's Cocktober. You know what that means. Dick Sucking Awareness Month. Send this to 12 of your closest hoes that love that dick. Thought of Wayne is upon us. If you get this message, you are a queen of thoughts. Forward this to 7 of the thoughtiest, hold up, thoughtiest thoughts that you know will get some soon. If you don't, prepare it for, oh my Jesus, that's like 1/4 of it.
Jeez.
Should I finish it?
Go ahead.
That you know will get some soon. If you don't, be prepared for 69 days of bad luck. Attention, all Halloween hoes. It's time to get spooky. You know what that means. Time to get fisted by a skeleton. Shove some candy corn in your pussy. And don't forget to suck some Dracula dick. So put on your costumes and go door to door begging for that good. Send this to 12 spooky sluts to show that you're ready to get some chocolate covered dick boo. Did I scare you? What's up, girl? It's Cocktober, and if you're getting this, it means you're Halloween. So, every year in Cocktober, the Jackass slut comes to life, coming to harvest these hoes for Thought-O-Ween. Send this to 15 Halloween hoes, or else you a trick. If you get 5 back, you're a Thought-O-Ween treat, and if you get 10 back, you're a slutty witch bitch, and if you get 15 back, you're the spookiest slut on the block. If you don't send this to 15 other thoughts, you get no dick this Cocktober.
That
Hey,
was
whatever
took
happened to the
way
no
too much effort.
swearing and the why?
We never said no swearing.
Remember the first
No,
podcast I just said no?
no,
Yeah, I said
no. We said
refrain
try not
like in like
to.
the first 5 minutes don't because it only the YouTube algorithm thing only watches like 5 minutes and if it
Yeah.
catches something in those 5 minutes then it sends up a red flag.
Instead of me,
Yeah. We should. Have you seen that comment where it says that we should flag or report the 10 hours of nothing for nudity so that YouTube will have
Oh
to watch
yeah,
it? That's so funny.
it's 5 minutes of just a teddy bear. It's just happening. There's 5 minutes
This one.
of
There's
Craig
10.
Thompson.
It's 10 people, and each of them have to watch 1 hour of it.
God.
I'm actually recovering from a sickness. If you guys cannot tell, my nose is very stuffed up, and I'm having a lot of trouble. Not a lot, but some trouble breathing because my nose is stopped up, and I need to go blow it, but I can't mute my mic on here, so I'm just gonna have to stick it out, gang.
I just kind of scrolled through Instagram and one of the people we used to like play with a lot, I'm not gonna say their name, posted something on their Instagram, and I scrolled down, and it was kind of like cringy. And I scrolled down, and it said, "This is the type of shit will I cure people." And it's a picture of a plague doctor
Huh?
pointing up. I sent it to you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, just like your Instagram fast.
Oh, let me get my phone. I can find it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna carry the podcast real fast while Luke's looking at his Instagram like a weirdo on the
I know,
podcast.
right?
God.
Let's see. What else do I have written down in there? Uh, I have the way it looks when I write this down, and it honestly I do get kind of weird looks whenever I write stuff, cause like everybody was gonna be talking in class, and then suddenly I just whip out a notebook and start writing uh, like topics to talk about.
You do get rid of Roblox.
Not like for half a second. Somebody glances over at me, and then they do a double take.
Hmm. Weebs, a literal drawing. Can we
Chill out,
talk
dude. It's
about
just a
that?
drawing.
Not everything is a freaking JoJo reference.
Nope. Saying JoJo is a JoJo reference, you boomer.
No, not really, because I could
Mhm.
be referring to Joe.
Who names their son
JoJo's
JoJo?
People from the 60s. Got him.
I guess you're
No.
right. But today I'm gonna be playing Flying Gorilla with Flying Gorilla. Dude, Miles has been playing so much Flying Gorilla. He gets so
It's
much money
sad.
every
It's
freaking banana. It's
sad.
insane. I respect him so much.
He gets on one game and just plays the crap out
I
of it
know,
until
even
he
in
just gets
Roblox.
way too burned out. Yeah.
Like in Roblox, all he does is play Tycoons. If you ask him if he knows what a single Roblox game is, he'll guarantee say yes.
How many hours does he have? We haven't even looked at his
Oh,
stat.
yeah. Let me look real fast. I got my phone in my hand anyway.
It's gotta be like
It's gotta be
a
like at
mon.
least 1,000.
Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere at mon.
Not
Maybe, I don't know.
including the hours he's played on his freaking computer, because that's what he used to play it on. Let's see, hold on. Carry the
Yeah.
podcast real fast. Talk about
So,
how
Oh
stupid
yeah,
dress code is.
it's kind of sad that Roblox is gonna get shut down in 2020. I mean, I don't think they should. I don't even think they're losing money, in my opinion. Like, if I don't, I don't. I was gonna say it's. I don't think it's true, but it's definitely true. I think, from what I know, which is very sad again.
Miles only has 87 hours in Roblox. He's got to have way more on his computer.
that's a lie.
Yeah, that's probably all on PC.
Yeah.
Do you think Roblox is losing money?
I don't think so, because just the other day, this random guy that I played with on GTA said he bought a subscription for an admin pass on. So,
On a game?
yeah.
Well, that's a game.
No, you have to, when you buy Robux, that
Yeah,
goes.
part of it goes to
uh,
the game creator and part of it goes to what is it? The actual company.
yeah, the company. I mean, I don't know. We should do a fundraiser to save.
We
We
get
should do
like
a fundraiser
20
to save
bucks.
Roblox.
We should do a
Hashtag
fundraiser
save
to save this
Roblox.
account to freaking make us do podcasts more often. We should just, dude, if we get like enough things, we could just like read off names for an hour.
Yeah.
That'll be the second
Imagine,
podcast.
imagine actually having an active Patreon and doing like a before show.
Philadelphia wouldn't know what that's like.
Like a before show
Oh
and like
yeah, that'd be nice. We could do
an
like
after. Nah, what about an after show?
no,
Think that would.
because then we could talk like we could answer questions before.
Oh yeah, we could do like Patreon questions,
Yeah,
and that'd be pretty cool. But we probably won't be able to do that until we get like freaking 1,000 subscribers or something
yeah. It'll probably
in the
be a
very
little bit
distant future. Yeah,
distant.
very distant. Yeah.
That's not gonna be distant at all. It'll be
Go on.
distant whenever I get every flying gorilla skin.
I actually lost my Nether portal in Minecraft. I was going to the Nether to get some blaze rods because I'm actually really far into the game and never had to use or make potions. So I had to go find the Nether portal or Nether fortress, and I found it, but I lost my way back to my Nether portal. So I don't know how to get back.
This might be a little dark, but earlier before the podcast, I was exploring this hotel, and there was a bathtub, and there was a toaster and a dead body
Fallout New
in the
Vegas.
tub. In the tub. Yeah.
Uh, Wait, have we talked about like GTA Vice City being the next GTA 6?
I know we have at school, but I know we haven't in the podcast.
Okay. I wonder if like the okay, so on GTA Vice City, there's like weapon locations where you can go to the place and like pick up the weapon. So like, you didn't normally buy weapons. Uh, wait, I think yeah, you could go buy weapons, but they weren't really that good. And the weapons that you found were like usually really good. And I actually have a birthmark that looks exactly like one of the weapons. It's like a it looks like um okay, so it's an automatic pistol, but it's like a submachine gun. It's the size of a pistol and it's a submachine gun with like a really long clip. Uh
Yeah.
it's really weird.
Where is said birthmark? Because I was gonna say you could just take a picture and send it to the Discord group chat.
It's on my right ball.
Do not take a picture.
Do not.
I'm just kidding. It's on my left arm.
Oh, I haven't.
It's on my upper arm, so you don't.
Arm
Oh yeah.
sling.
I don't really look at you that closely, to be honest. Sorry though.
No, no. Normally, like my even short sleeve covers it up. So
I'm playing Flying Gorilla. I'm playing Flying Gorilla and I just died. I died
no. Why? Why did
because
you
it's Flying
die?
Gorilla and it's
Why did you
hard. It's
die?
hard. It's hard.
Just
Yeah,
don't die. Just don't die, bro.
my best friend have been playing it ever since we started.
I have 7 out of 16 wings. That's 70.
Oh,
No,
yeah. You have 70 wings.
no, that's 70
Bad.
like feathers you have to get. I just got
Oh.
freaking $60,000. That is a gamer moment. I'm gonna spend so. I just got 60 more thousand.
Did you know that the House of Representatives are trying to impeach Trump?
Good.
I've known that.
Good. Well, I mean,
My dad's been talking about it all
like,
day.
what? Why? I mean, I'm not saying I'm for him or against him. I'm just saying why. Like,
Because I think he hacked the election because he's been so close to Vladimir Putin.
That's
Either
all
that or he's had a
butthole.
no, he didn't. He didn't hack it. He just used what. What is theoried is that he and Vladimir Putin were spying on Hillary Clinton. Oh, and he was just, yep, or he
Luke,
did.
maybe we should. Uh, we
What?
should probably shouldn't talk about this.
Why?
What happened to that one dude that was in jail or whatever? And he
I
went.
mean, it's a theory. Like, it's going, like, it's all over the internet right now.
Okay, okay. It's just a theory though.
Yeah, no,
Presidential candidate theory.
yeah, we're not saying this is actually
Idiot
true.
theories.
We just don't know. It's just, it's all a theory.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know.
I.
Government's really complicated if you think about it.
Yeah. They're also like if you do anything, they can literally bring the entire power of the U.S. on you.
We mean anything.
If you freaking like steal from them, dude, tax evasion, that's serious stuff. Even though it's you shouldn't
That
have to
would
pay the U.S.
hit your
government.
entire butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll rip your butt.
What do you think would happen if everybody stopped paying their taxes?
Yeah,
Ooh.
there would be. Well, I mean,
If you're watching this video, never pay your taxes. Let's see what happens.
Literally, if everybody stopped paying their taxes, there's literally nothing the U.S. can do.
If everyone in the U.S. also charged the White House and killed Trump, there's nothing they could do. That's 300 million people all charging at Trump at
I
once.
wouldn't say the K word, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to do it. That's why I said 300 million, not 300 million and one.
The K word?
Kill.
Oh,
I
I mean,
don't know.
no. Yeah, we're all charging at him to give him a hug. What do you think?
Hmm?
You know, I actually thought about writing a letter to Donald Trump, being like, "Hey, yo, can I have like $500? Like, you know, I mean, you're like a billionaire and all. Yeah, all this kind of
Well, if he
money,
gave
like
you five hundred
$500 is
dollars,
like
if he gave
pocket
you
change
five
for
hundred
you.
dollars, then he'd have to give everyone else $500.
Well, no, it could be secret. I wouldn't tell anybody. I would tell
Donald,
like,
Daddy, I promise not to tell anybody that you give me money.
please, Woo,
God,
tell anybody. Oh well. And if I do, you can spank me.
you can chastise me. You can put me in a chastity belt, Daddy Donald.
God,
God, that's cursed.
that's so cursed. Uh,
Uh,
Is it bad that I've been eating the same like box of French fries from McDonald's for ever since we
you've been
started?
eating the
since the
same
last
box?
episode.
Oh, jeez.
Yes,
That's
but
so
I'm eating
gross.
super freaking slow. No, not since the last episode. Since
Yeah,
before that.
no, since 2 episodes ago.
No, since we started. But
It's been like
Oh, it's
40
not really that
minutes.
sad. Yeah, it's not really that sad. Yeah,
It's
how
been
long
45
are we,
minutes.
guys? Dang, it doesn't really feel like that long.
I know, right?
It's like 20 minutes.
Miles' high score in Flying Gorilla is 21,000. Mine's 27,000. Therefore, I am better at him than Flying Gorilla. Dude, I'm so good at Flying Gorilla. It's insane. Guys.
There's like not that much skill that goes into flying
What do you
gorilla.
mean? I'm literally playing right now. I have a score of 29,000.
Okay.
Okay, boomer.
Oh yeah, we never talked about this. Who's getting the best head?
I don't know, Theodore.
Yeah, I think the internet has finally decided that it's Theodore.
That meme died overnight. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
insane.
yeah. It died so fast. Once everybody figured out who was getting,
The
um,
best head.
yeah, it died so fast.
I already know.
The
Getting the
mystery was figured out. All
Oh
you
god.
Alvinists out there. Did you see the Five Guys burgers thing? Like somebody did the meme.
No.
Uh, who has the best burger? And this is the same thing with a burger in their lap. There's also a thing with like a milkshake and like five chocolate milkshakes in the back. Those Five Guys burgers.
Yeah, I get what you're going. I
Yeah,
get what
you
you're
get the
going at
joke.
that. Who has what like fast food restaurant has the best food? We talked about it earlier in the podcast, but like
We did.
yeah, we talked about like Wendy's and McDonald's, didn't we? Yeah, because we talked about like
Mm.
Burger King's fries.
Oh yeah, well that was fries.
Okay, yeah. You know
Which
what
restaurant?
steakhouse is the best?
Uh, Red
I've
Top.
been to that many.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I was
I'm
about to
just kidding.
freaking vomit in
I'm
my
just
mouth if you
kidding.
were like
No,
serious.
you need to go buy.
No, I think. What we went somewhere in Arkansas. I meant
Bruh.
no, but we
Bruh,
went
bruh,
somewhere in
bruh.
Arkansas, and it was like so good. Oh, I forgot. It was like the best steak I've ever had. And my dad said the same thing. I could probably ask him, but
Dude,
it'd be irrelevant at
if
that
a
point.
dad says that this is the best steak they've ever had, you better freaking know that's good steak, because a dad doesn't
Yeah.
lie about steak.
Mm-mm. It's Breaking Dad code.
Yeah. If you lie about a man's steak,
Breaking
that's
Dad code.
freaking, yeah, that's a crime. And,
My
like,
dad thinks this is better, which I also believe. I mean, but all of it is really good though.
do you guys, like, whenever you eat somebody's steak, if you're, like, at somebody else's house, do you, like, try a bite without any sauce, or do you put sauce on it the second you get it?
I don't like sauce.
Okay, yeah, good, me neither.
I mean,
I just let, like, steak's
if
got
it
its own
tastes
flavor, dude.
dry,
Yeah,
then
it's got the
yes, I will
seasoning.
put sauce.
If you have a dry steak, then it's not good. Sauce came and fix
Yeah.
that. If you don't have any of that,
I compose
good old
myself to eat all of it, so I don't.
steak juice, like cow insides, you don't have a good steak.
Yeah.
Do you like your steak medium rare?
Medium rare, easy.
Rare, medium rare.
It's so
Yeah.
I
good.
like mine. Actually, I don't
Almost
even
everywhere.
know. I don't even know if I've ever had a medium rare. I usually get medium.
God, medium rare is so tender. I wouldn't recommend it if you don't like. I don't know. Like if you don't like bloody steaks, don't get a medium rare steak. But God, it's delicious.
I've had a rare
I
steak
think the blood has
before and I almost puked. Actually, no, I liked it. It tastes good, but knowing that it was very like not cooked, it just made my stomach not good and uneasy.
There's foods that like use raw steak.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like I
Uh,
can't imagine if you seasoned a raw steak good. I can't imagine it would be bad.
there's a we have a restaurant near us. It's like a hibachi place, and they used to cook, or they still do, but they cook steak, hibachi steak, and oh my gosh, you may not like it because it used to be really chewy, and I love that.
Oh yeah, I don't like chewy stuff.
I love chewy steak because it's just so good. It makes the taste last so much longer in your mouth.
I guess you're right, but tender steaks just feel so much better on your tongue.
Yeah, I'm getting so hungry.
Yeah, now I kind of want a steak. God dang it.
Uh,
I don't.
I don't really eat steaks as often as I used to.
Yeah, I used to eat them all the time, like
I
once like every
probably
two
eat
weeks.
one every Saturday when I go to my dad's, because then he gets paid. Then wants to make steak.
I don't see
My
what
da-
the craze
Go
about
ahead.
uh like I can see why people think it's good, but I don't see why people like Dairy Queen so much. Like their shakes are okay, but their
I
food,
love
I
their
don't like
ice
their
cream.
food.
Dude, their food mixed with like their chicken mixed with a vanilla ice cream cone.
Like the chicken in the ice cream
Mm.
cone.
No, like if you like take a bite of the chicken and then lick the ice cream.
So the chicken
I
basically in the
have a
ice cream
thing
cone.
where like I like to mix foods.
Yeah,
So
you mix like
yeah,
chicken with Rice Krispie treats. It's
dude, I actually had that today. It was so good.
I know I watched you eat it. You remember I
Shut
sit
up.
across from you
Yeah,
in
I
school?
know, but usually I don't put it on it, but I did it for the meme because I know it makes y'all grossed out when I do it.
No, it's just
Dude,
not really grossed out. It's just more of something that I wouldn't do.
speaking of like mixing foods, you remember when Laundry Basket when she used to mix freaking like ketchup, mustard, no, not
No, it's
mustard,
just ketchup and
freaking mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. It's not
Dude,
bad.
that was so gross. Yeah, but I mean, for a person that doesn't really like sauces or any of that kind of stuff, it looks so gross. And especially like when we were younger and we weren't as adventurous with foods,
Yeah.
we all thought she was very weird. So, speaking of food again, you like to cook, don't you?
Yes, I love to cook. It's definitely like favorite pastime besides like video games. But that's
I
only because
mean,
video games like, your brain releases endorphins or whatever.
yeah, I want to try to cook a meal one time, but I've never actually tried. What do you think the easiest like meal is that you could prepare like with like no like
Skill?
no well yeah I guess like not like ramen or something like that.
Like baking or like
Yeah, like bacon, whatever. Just not any like they can make pretty much from scratch.
bread? Bread's pretty easy. You just
Hmm.
gotta let the yeast rise. Let the yeast rise, let it do its thing. But like, I don't know actually. Hold on, I gotta think about that some more. Like
I
obviously,
remember.
like the cookie cutter, like cake. Cake's easy to make if you have
Oh yeah.
instruction. If you can read, you can cook.
Hmm.
But
That's what I
like,
was thinking. Like just following a recipe is just that simple with some stuff. But I mean, you got obviously have to have some skill when it comes to like time and like whether you know whether something is done or not.
yeah, it's just more of like with cakes. Obviously, just stick a toothpick in the middle, and if nothing's on the toothpick, it's pretty much done. But like
Um,
steaks, it's gotta be. If it's not a certain temperature, it's not done. I don't know
yeah,
the temperature, but I know it's like 180. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. It's somewhere up there.
it's something so satisfying about when steaks like are served to you like on those like metal things, and it's still searing on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so satisfying to hear it coming down the hall right towards you.
It's also really satisfying to get crap, what are they called? The things at Mexican restaurants where it's like is that what you're talking about?
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. Oh, well, like that's got like vegetables and steak on it, like bell peppers, stuff like that.
Oh no, not like the fajitas.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
I'm talking like just like a normal steak, like at steakhouses. I know at Red Top they did it, but I don't know about any. Mm, I know they did it at Mexican restaurants, but a full steak on those things, oh, it's so satisfying. Um, dude, this podcast has been mainly about food, probably because we're all hungry.
Yeah.
Mark Allen is eating McDonald's, not sponsored.
I've been trying to. I've been trying to eat it for about an hour, and I still haven't finished it all.
How have you not?
Because his braces got tightened.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And I have to slowly eat it.
I don't. I don't.
Stick it in a blender. God. Wait, what's like that just made me think of
Aw.
something. What's up with like hamburgers taste so good when they're not in a blender, but after they put in a blender, what's like why do they taste so much different?
Because they're not
It's
chewy.
mainly
I
my
think it might be the
guess, like
texture.
if you, it's yeah. Plus, like you know, like if you squish it and all that, like the juice. Normally, the juice goes to like the bottom, and like on a normal hamburger, it's all evenly spreaded out. I don't know. I
Uh,
just feel like a ground up steak would, or not steak, hamburger would just be so gross.
yeah. It'd be like a brown smoothie.
I wonder. Yeah, I've always wanted. Oh, dude, imagine like grapes, like peeled grapes, like blendered. I wonder what that tastes like.
Probably not the worst.
That probably actually tastes really good.
At our school,
Uh,
whenever they did the haunted house thing, they always put like peeled grapes as eyeballs, and it's just I don't know, it's weird. I could see why they do it though, because I mean, it's peeled grapes, probably feels like eyeballs. I don't know.
yeah.
Excuse me, I never touched an eyeball.
I have one time, but I was just testing it out. It was
Yeah,
like a wet. It's like a wet. Mm, yeah, like a wet grape, kind of. Maybe not like the wrinkly thing, but grapes are more about the texture than the taste.
yeah, I can't stand soft grapes.
No, those are gross. Dude, sour and hard grapes are the best.
Easy. God, my
Dude,
mouth's
so
watering just
good.
thinking about
Yeah,
like really like grapes that whenever you bite into it, it like not really
so
pops, but just kind of
Okay.
nice.
nice.
27, I mean 57 minutes in and almost no
We almost
interruptions.
made it.
We
We
almost made it.
almost made it.
Yeah, it's like a guarantee. Like if you're doing a podcast, we're gonna be interrupted by somebody's mom.
Yeah, it's the thing about being in high school, which is why we're actually called the After School Cast. That was a
Hmm.
funny joke, right?
Hmm.
We're talking about grapes. Yeah. The green grapes or purple grapes?
You mean red grapes?
Red, whatever, purple, red, whatever.
Just depends.
Really small
If I want
apples.
sweet, like if I'm looking for sweet stuff, I'm gonna easily go with red grapes.
Yeah, dude, green grapes all the way for me. And, well, yeah, I'd say the thing was the green apples or red
Oh
apples.
yeah.
Red apples. I don't really like red apples, but green apples.
Oh yeah, either. But I hate biting into an apple.
Yeah. I always feel like I'm gonna bite into like one of those seeds or like the middle part. The middle part of the apple's so gross.
God, yeah.
I do not like the outside layer of the
Miss
I
Cook
don't.
told us that you know what, it doesn't matter about the names. She told us that people like in the EU apparently eat the entire like core and stem and all. And we just got
What?
really grossed out, and Johnson was like, "Yeah, look, watch." And he just bit into the apple, and we got really sick, and he like had only the core left, and he was like, "Yeah, watch."
What?
Oh,
That's so
And he just
gross.
started
You're
eating
eating
it.
it with
oh,
the
I didn't mean to
stem?
actually.
And
Oh no.
yeah, and we were like, "Johnson," and he was like, "What?" And he was like, we were like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, watch." And he bit into it, so there was like half of the core left, like the bottom half. And he was like, "Yeah, watch."
Gross.
And he bit into the other half. And we were like, "Johnson!"
That's so gross.
Bruh. I didn't ever
Oh.
spoke with Johnson
Hey,
about it.
when did y'all get apples in Miss Cook's class?
You know, like she occasionally brings food and gives it to us,
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
like
our class never
oranges and
asks.
stuff.
Our class never asks for it.
yeah, I guess she's like your favorite. Actually, no, she used to give us like she's given us like a cake and stuff like that, but that was like for one person.
She she said something about eating a lemon peel. Like she eats the peel
Oh,
of
I
the
can do
lemon.
that.
Oh, are you kidding me? That tastes like
I can do that.
soap.
Yeah, that's what I mean, not great grandmother. That's what my grandmother
Wow.
does.
It tastes like soap.
No, they don't. It tastes like really, really
I'm
good
just
Were
lemon.
you,
kidding.
Luke, were you at my house? I don't know if Mark Allen was, but I just remember that one time I came into the like office room that we have all our stuff in,
Hmm.
and I brought a banana in, and I go, "That's why I love Nestle Crunch," and then I bit into the side of the banana
No,
like
I
it
think
was
I
an
remember
apple.
that.
I think I was asleep or I wasn't paying attention. 'Cause
Uh,
I don't remember that.
I bit into it like a freaking apple. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
had a
I think I
giant
was
bite
there.
mark in the side.
Oh,
I
can we talk
remember you
about?
distributing it.
Can we talk about? I know we're almost done, and this is probably gonna be the last thing we can talk about. But we, me, Mark Allen, Hunter, and Neil stayed over at Hunter's house, Hunter's mom's
Yeah.
house, and I was asleep in one room, and Mark Allen was asleep in Hunter's room, and they were trying to get my door open, but luckily my door was like my doorknob was very hard to open, so I woke up before they could get in. And so we
Yeah.
got warm water and poured it in a bowl and
Oh
put
yeah,
it under Mark Allen's speakers, but sadly he woke up.
yeah.
Dude, I
It
woke
wasn't really a
up and
bowl. It was like
mustard
a
just
bottle cap
fizz
that we dumped
everywhere.
into his ear hole.
We also drew all over his face. And I'm getting a phone call. Who's it by?
Oh,
And
that
it's a
day you did
telemarketer.
draw all over my face.
Call him, be
Yeah,
like,
we
"I
did.
love you, bye."
We got a, we got I thought we got a highlighter and just drew a mustache on you.
Uh,
That's probably why I didn't see it.
all right. Well, because the podcast is reaching an hour and 2 minutes, I think we need to probably wrap it up. And
Yep.
I gotta go tend to my cat. Lexi also just messaged me on Snapchat, and she was like, Streaks, and I said, "We're doing the podcast right now." She goes, "Cool, include us." So, hey, Lexi,
Hey, let's see
there's
what
your shout
doing.
out.
I'm your favorite.
That's where you're wrong,
Oh, yeah,
kiddo.
yeah.
No, no.
But all right.
Oh, no, that's
This
right.
has been the After School podcast.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Norton LifeLock. Thank you. Performance tasks are complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be an
This has
uncultured
been the
slang
After
because I don't know what's
School
happening.
podcast.
All
See
right.
you later, boomers.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Spaghetti and meatballs!